There was empires in Africa called Kush, Timbuktu, where every race came to get books. My success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. Sooner or later, we'll all see who the prophet is.
Greetings and welcome to gotKushTV's Blacktricity.
Blacktricity.
gotKushTV is UK's #1 black conscious platform with flagship shows such as
Decipher,
Wordsmith,
Voyage to Motherland,
and much more, which you can find at www.gotKushTV.com.
and subscribe to our channel gotKushTV,
and follow us on our many social media outlets at gotKushTV. Blacktricity is gotKushTV's official pre-KWanzaa celebration.
in partnership with Ghana's Beyond the Return programme. We are honoured to showcase an array of wonderful talent.
Yes, and hosted by your power couple, Stella B
and Nat Nye. Blacktricity is all about the current that runs through everything we do, from our intellect that builds nations, our rhythm that moves the body, and how our spirituality inspires and heals. Tonight, we are one Africa.
Tonight, we are bringing life to the party.
Tonight, we celebrate our Ghanaian brothers and sisters who have opened their arms and welcomed the African diaspora back home. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is Blacktricity.
Enjoy, full joy, and have a blissful one.
Kicking off, we'd like to welcome to the stage
Ras Ashaba. As this is an African-centered event, it is only right that we start by libation. Ras Ashaba will be welcoming our ancestors to join us on this special occasion.
Greetings, family. Greetings, greetings. I greet you in the name of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie. But we also in the energy and the vibes of all of those ancestors that came and stood up for African unification, because that's why we're here today, right? A man called Marcus Garvey made a mark on the Ghanaian flag. He left a sign, a symbol there for us to know, to set the path for us to follow, to be able to find and gain knowledge of ourselves. And metaphorically return through the door of no return. So today, we do this as a reconnection of those things that were separated, bringing back together again. Like Kwame Nkrumah said, I'm not an African because I'm born in Africa, but because Africa is born in I and I. And this is the thing we must remember. It's about the whole of Africa, the unification of Africa. All of those that came before us, His Majesty, Nkrumah, Kenyatta, everyone that came, that's what they were about before us. They were like the unification of the one. And we can't stop fighting for that. We can't stop working towards that, you get what I'm saying? Because we can't underestimate the works that's already been done to get this far. So when we send this vibration out from here, it's got to move mountains, you understand what I'm saying? You have to shake the earth, elephant walk, yeah? All right, so give thanks that we can do this thing. We give thanks to the creative forces of the universe. Ashe. male, female, mother, father, daughter, son, auntie, uncle, grandmother, grandfather, great, 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 great ancestors. I show you. This is an amazing time. We have to tune into the changes that are happening in our environment, yeah? Because these are the things that are going to liberate us. So, Shale. What did Marcus say? We wouldn't know ourselves till our back is against the wall, right? We didn't know ourselves till our back is against the wall. Now is the time that we know ourselves, so let us know ourselves once and for all. Shale. Let self-knowledge be our norm. Asheo. No new normal. Let self-knowledge be our norm. Yeah, Asheo. All right. So we do this for those who come before us. Asheo. We do this for those in transition. Those in transition. Special mention of Clary Mende. Clary Mende, Mendes. If you know about the Mende, you know, yeah? Warrior energies. Asheo. We need those warrior energies, we need those healing energies. Asheo. We need those teachers. We need the love to come back amongst each other. Burn the distrust and build the love. Asheo. We do this for the health and prosperity of the living. Asheo. And we do this for those who are yet to come. Asheo. Rise, you mighty people. Rise, you mighty people. When the rhythm changes, so does the dance. Asheo. We are top, 11 more, no Peter Patter. Mbandaka. You know my little try now this is in there in the tata. Take away your bread and your butter. Try separate species to run.
They called it the door of no return. Little did they know of the eternal fire that burns within our DNA, and every ebb and flow of the waves upon which those dungeons sailed encoded our rhythm within its current. Our palms retain through secret language of the drum. Our tongues continue to call the names Nyankapong, Asasaya, Nananom, Kwekua, Nancy preserve the wisdom from generation to generation. As our footsteps caress plantations, we danced until the coming of Nana of the Maroons. Lost Ashanti Ga, Ewe Cromanti with the vision of Chief Taki. We will fight until the last of us dies on the battlefield. Ya Asante was called, resonated on the breeze. Hoya Komso, Bosti Azonto, celebrate your Africanness with ease. Medikofie, I am going home to reclaim my golden throne. Generate energy through rhythm, movement and vocal tones. And this energy is like the connection from Tenkamenim to the Osagefo. We don't respect neo-colonial borders, and thus we are not African because we are born in Africa. We are African because Africa is born in us. It is the current that runs through our diaspora. The world vibrates to our very pulse beat. Our rhythm moves the body. Our intellect builds nation. Our spirituality inspires and heals. Our culture keeps us connected to our source, our motherland. So when we heard the call to return, Brafie in Tem, who could deny the magnetic pull? 2 billion stars circumambulating the center of the universe. That which is in our way we not care for. We are the children of Ablewa. From mamaland to diaspora, we are one Africa. Our bodies are our temple combined. We are the ultimate divinity. gotKushTV, we bring you Blacktricity. gotKushTV, we bring you Blacktricity. gotKushTV, we bring you Blacktricity.
And coming up next onto the stage, we have Israel performing his mighty track, Mighty People.
Yeah, big up, gotKushTV, Blacktricity, Africa. We are take over the world. You understand? And we have to give thanks. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to give respect and honor to Marcus Garvey, because these are the words of Marcus Garvey. So here what me I say now, boom. Up your mighty people, accomplish what you will. There'll never be a revolution if the African be still. Up your mighty nation, accomplish what you may. We will never know freedom until we break these chains. No time for political correct, or no Cambridge uni intellect. A time we build the nations. So African pride get a wreck. Yo, every African them is a star. We always cry peace when the world let a war. A civilization of kings and queens. Ancient history with future dream. And we fly the red and the gold and the green. No afraid to tell the whole world that we supreme. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm team. Babylon alone is a big crime scene. Up your mighty nation, accomplish what you will. Blop, blop. Give thanks. Yeah. Up your mighty nation, accomplish what you will. There'll never be a revolution from the African be still. Up your mighty nation, accomplish what you may. We will never know freedom until we break these chains. The political correct, or Cambridge uni intellect. A time we build the nation's deficit. So our African pride get a wreck. Yo, every African them is a star. We always cry peace when the world is a war. A civilization of kings and queens. Ancient history with future dream. And we fly the red and the gold and the green. No
Mighty people indeed. Give thanks for that powerful performance. And what a voice.
What a voice. And now we have a very important presentation from Sister Mut on Africans and diaspora reclaiming childbirth on a global scale.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for an interesting and powerful and enlightening and powerful event. We are grateful and blessed to be here this evening. Beyond the return. So I know we've been celebrating, and I know we've been celebrating the wonders of Ghana and the wonders of the diaspora, but I want to look at something of a more serious nature because it affects us here in the diaspora and it affects you yourselves at home. And so I'm looking at the way in which we birth. Next slide, please. So who is this lady standing here? So I wanted to share a little bit about myself, just a little, because in my journey, coming into my own consciousness as a young woman, 17 years ago, I was looking at this whole thing around DNA and results, and looking to find my way and find my path inside of my own consciousness. And I already knew that on my mother's side was Nigeria, though we are Caribbean descent, Guyana and Barbados. I already knew on my mother's side it was Nigeria, but I also knew that on my father's side it was Ghana. Fente is our name. But I didn't know enough about my Nigerian bloodline or my mother's mitochondrial DNA. So I looked to get a test, a DNA test many years ago with an organization, this organization here, and they at the time had the largest database in Cambridge. And if you see the little red dots, you'll find that those are little markers, show my tribal markings. So you'll see the different areas in the Niger region, Mauritania, Senegal, and you'll see Morocco and Saudi, and you'll see the different tribes in which I have come. So it is an honor, understand that it is a real honor for me to be dealing with this and bridging this gap, because it was a gap that I was new and was aware of and was longing for that bridge. Next slide, please. So who am I? I am a professional birthing partner, what is called a doula here, which at home you would call a traditional midwife or a traditional birth attendant. So I wanted to address that this evening because I know that there is a conversation that happens here and there's a conversation that happens abroad around the mortality. And we know that we're in a crisis right now. We have different situations going on across the world. We have a lockdown, we have a pandemic, and we have conversations that we are concerned about in terms of our growth and population and what is being done about that. So I want to address this area because I think it's an important area for us to engage in going forward and bridging that gap and sharing our skills. So as a doula, a professional birthing partner, my role, similarly to a traditional birth attendant, but we work in a way which we work with a family, we work with a couple prior to birth and in the middle of labor and post-birth. Now in Ghana, the role of a doula would be about close to 8,000 cedis per birth. So know that that role is very much valued here in this country and still is very new for a lot of the demographic. I'm also a free birther, and this is me in the picture just here. And this picture here in particular, with the sculpture, a free birther is a woman who chooses to have her children with no midwife present by choice. So as a free birther, one of the things for me is I had a particularly pain-free birth 20 years ago with my first one. Loved it and thought, wow, I could have just done it myself without a midwife. So I felt robbed and decided that I would do it myself the second time around and the third time around. I'm a mother to 3 sons, and second birth was very much for me what I would call a village birth. I had about 15 people at the birth, men drumming in the kitchen, women chanting, and I trained everybody. By that time I was already a doula. This was in 2009, and I became a doula in 2003. And I trained everybody around me to be my pain relief. And I knew that I could do this, and I train women in fearlessness, and that's the role I have. But I wanted to say that because it's something that you're training, and it's not something I would advocate for anyone just to go off and do, yeah? So that is my disclaimer. However, I recognize that birth is different for every woman and every being. And that means some births are going to be in hospitals, some births are going to be at home, and some births are going to be in unexpected places. And so this is me with a baby, one of my babies, not my child, one of my clients' babies. And it was a hospital birth. It was not an easy birth, but it just goes to show that these things happen and you can still have a powerful and empowering experience. Following from that, I'm a relational evolution coach. I work with couples and I look at the relationships and we unpack them and look at them in detail. And we take a look at what's working and what's not working. Next slide, please. So I want to talk about doulas because I wanted to talk to you about traditional birth attendants, mainly. So I want you to see the connection. And there was a study, the Coltrane Review, in 2017, which is it's a major study in this area. And it concludes about the continuous support during labour may improve outcomes for women and infants, including increased spontaneous vaginal birth, shorter duration of labour and decreased cesarean birth, and the following. So what I am saying is it shortens labour. What I am saying is you are less likely to need the same level of pain relief by having that continuous support. Why? Because when you have that continuity of care, hormonally, you are more relaxed. If you have a midwife, possibly she may leave 3 hours or 2 hours after you've just met her and you have a completely different midwife, and the energy is shifted and the state of mind of that woman has shifted. Next slide, please.
Yeah, very sobering and very worrying presentation, but very important that we are informed about that. Thank you, Sister Mut.
This is Decipher, and these are our lovely panelists. African versus Caribbean versus British.
I'll say from an African, is that no, not?
Everyone's Africanness comes innately. I went to Jamaica earlier this year, and I know I'm not Jamaican. They don't look at me as Jamaican.
Yeah. I don't like people just wearing a dashiki and wearing stuff and just saying, yeah, I'm African now. That's very fake to me.
You protect people, wanna claim Africa, like it's some superior, something. This being a semicircle, and you, the audience, completing the circle.
I'm looking forward to this one. Enjoy, Meleku Selassie.
Blue skies, rainbows, everywhere I look there's a glow. Run it, sir. Everywhere I look, there's a glow. Yes, sir. Celestia. Oh, blue skies and rainbows. Oh, blue skies, rainbows. Everywhere I look, there's a glow. I reflect what I want to see, and only the light shall come to me. Blue skies, rainbow, the butterflies and the green grass grows. The best things in life are free, and they were made for you and me. And I know, Mother Earth is surely free. And I know, none can destroy Mother Earth, oh, can't you see? And I know, everything is gonna turn out right. Just give Mother Earth another chance, mankind. Blue skies, rainbow, the love I feel for the earth is so strong. Mother Earth, don't you worry, see, the Rasta man's come to set you free. Blue skies, rainbow, the flash and the thunder roll. See the fishes swimming up the stream, everywhere so lush and green. I know it in my heart, I feel it in my soul. This world that I am living in is a beauty to behold. Good thoughts and good emotions, good feelings all around. And when these three are one, then the mountains off the ground. And I know, as long as the earth remains, I know, seed time and harvest time will be the same. And I know, Jah love is all we'll really ever need. So why don't we just share Jah loving, please? Blue skies, rainbows, everywhere I look there's a glow. Blue skies, rainbows, the butterflies and the green grass grows. Blue skies, rainbows, the children playing while the water flows. Blue skies, rainbows, the rushing wind and the hummingbird. They're poisoning all the rivers, they've cut down all those trees. The birds don't know where to fly to, and we're losing all them bees.
Wow, that was fire!
What? So, you know, back in the day, Sunday was the day where you just listen to certain tunes?
Yeah.
My Sunday is going to be blessed by Meliku Selassie. Give thanks.
And now, our exciting next performance comes from
the Cowfoot Prince himself.
Open you yaide, open you yaide, open you yaide, ulukama. Open you yaide, open you yaide, oh, open you yaide, ulukama. And so all you African people out there, open your eyes and pay attention. Open your ears and listen very well. Open you yaide, Open your eye, oh. Open your eye, oh, look at man. And so I want us to travel on a journey. I want us to travel all the way into the heart of Africa. I want us to travel all the way to West Africa. And no other place I want us to travel to but into the beautiful country of Ghana. I want us to go all the way to see, to visit, to pay respect to the wonderful Ashanti Kingdom. But not just the Ashanti Kingdom, to the Asante Hene. Open your eye, open your eye, oh. Open your eye, oh, look at man. But before we embark on this journey, we must first of all learn. In Ghana, when they say Etisain, we all say Eye. I say Etisain, and they say Eye. Open your eye, open your eye, oh. Open your eye, look at man. I myself who's taking you on this journey, I am the cow foot prince. And so I want to take you on this journey to see the Asante Hene. And the Asante Hene has a little bit of a problem that you and I must go and help him solve. And on this journey, we must fly on something very special. We are going to fly on my royal granite kanda peanut shell. Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how can we fly on a peanut shell? How is that possible? I mean, cow footprints, what is the matter with you? How can we fly on a peanut shell? Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. In Harry Potter, what do they fly on? Yes, you get it right. A broomstick. A broomstick. Aladdin in Arabia, what do they fly on? A carpet. Yes, you call it a magic carpet. All right, let me ask you further. Dumbo the elephant, what does he fly with? Yes, his ears, all right? His ears. But let me take you even further. Christmas time. What does Santa fly with? Yes, he flies on a sleigh with 6 donkeys, right? Yeah, I know you call it a reindeer. I call it a donkey. Okay, he flies with that. But now, let me tell you, if Santa can fly on a sleigh and then Harry Potter on a broomstick, Dumbo with his ears in Arabia, they fly on a carpet. Well, in Africa, we fly on my royal granite kanda peanut shell. Open your eye, open your eye. Look at. And you see, you are going to help me to put the fuel in this royal granite kanda. You see, in Africa, we strongly believe in biodiversity, biodegradability. And so we are going to fly with fuel that will not pollute the environment. In case you're thinking, what are you talking about? Well, how many years has our African people lived without polluting the forest, without cutting down all the trees? How many years? Thousands of years. And all the fish flourish, the water clean, the forest flourishing, the environment healthy, the air fresh. And so we're going to fly like this. Ding kaima ding, ding kaima ding, ding kaima ding, ding kind, now go with it go so, now go with it go so, now go with it go so, ding kind ma ding, ding kind ma ding, ding kind ma. Now let me get.
Open your eye there. Open your eye there. We do love our Yusuful Jallo.
Yusuful Jallo,
He's
man.
such a good storyteller.
It's amazing.
Like, when he was talking about so when he was talking about the prawn and his face was scattered over here and over here, I was like, this is just too much description for me. I could see it, I can visualize. He's such a good storyteller. You know, it's so important that we have griots at this time.
Well, he'd say he's not a griot.
But I know, but he is.
He'd say he's a storyteller.
He is. He tells history, he tells our history through his story. He puts the banter in there so it can communicate with all people, all around the globe. Excellent. Brilliant. And now we are super excited to welcome to the stage the spiritual grime MC, Daddy Makes Dough.
This gift of God is the gift of the freedom of our will in order that we can love. But with the greatest current gift comes the greatest.
Big up everybody inside because the ancestors them they are.
The entailments actually follow. And so both good is real and evil is real. And
love to the family worldwide.
Must be able to recognize this.
Keynote.
That which is good.
Showing it wagwan. It's Daddy Makes Dough.
Westion Productions.
I think it hit line and I word it. I can stand up with the best, I'm certain. I ain't gonna jump on much, but grime is a vibe with that land smooth sitting on surface. Don't watch face, watch verses. I man's powerful, manifest urges. Ancestors speak clearly in me. Time don't exist, we're there with the surges. Swimming on a rhythm like sturgeon. I prefer cichlids, freshwater version. Nature is pure in eye, so I prefer living in the spirit, not a purchase. Be brave in the searches. Hope is powerful, just like word is. Spiritual teaching, a conscious mind can travel internal to next universes. Feel this vibe in waves. I've been at sea, I've been out of sight all day. I've been here working from home. Daddy makes dough at night, daddy at day. Partner when they go bed, car my empress is a 9 out of a 3. I share love to my people through third eye on a hike. That's how I stay. Time is fiction, it was invented by man, so I lead through the divine. Ancestors live through us and connect with nature, so speak to the stars in the sky. Representation's important, so I must be the most righteous version of I. Next generation must know their greatness. I hear that message, put it on grime. I'm just a messenger. Feel these things that I'm telling ya. Know that your role is righteous, so it's upliftment that I'm sending ya. Love to my brothers and sisters, Jim 3210 Nokia for the cellular. I'm old school like ancient chemist, generating energies under pressure. Celestial teachings inside me, Garvey colour from primary. Father a Rasta raised on Raga and Garrett, so know that I'm grimy. Ancestors inside spirit connect to the source when I do it's lively. So once my physical's gone, reload these tunes and rewind me. Each Daddy Makes Dough. When I get cool, I go through zones. I go into a next dimension, then I come back with a bag full of flows. My youths don't tell nobody that daddy is this hard, they just know. Stay the proud black man that you are. Have a big heart but no ego. Stay connected to ancestry. Pour libations, greet with soul. Educate self with names and go researching words of stone. Your history's great. Channel your ancestors now that we've evolved. Lead in love we've bold. It's already been told. Levels, keep it going. Big up Monkstar. Energy, it's Daddy Makes Dough. Big up my brothers who like them Raris and who love to wear gold. My brothers who keep on shining, it's the same way your ancestors rolled. See, I'm one with nature, I stand like a tree, so it's where my stories get told. I'm a humble guy, but you don't need to tell me, I already know that I'm cold. One take, done, back to being antisocial with facing phone.
Daddy Makes Dough is, you know what, it just makes me want to break furniture and stuff. The energy that brother has, is, and the bars, are you listening to the bars?
Listening.
Huh? Rhyme doesn't have to be negative, but it can still be hard, positive. Daddy Makes Dough.
I think it's emotional for everybody. Every African American should experience it for their own soul. It's for your soul. You know, your soul is here. And so it is nothing but greatness being here. I mean, you know, this is home. It's when we get here, the first time I came here, I couldn't stop crying because I had come to a place called home, which I had never been, and I felt robbed. And so I'm good now. Now, you know, we're doing some business over here. We're gonna create some opportunity over here. We're gonna change the thought process, you know, and this is gonna help shape, and especially bridge the gap between African Americans and Africans, because that's what you have to do. You know, we all know what America is. You know, we've done some wonderful things. They accomplished a great deal, but you don't know what it is. You gotta go home, though.
Yes, thank you. I'm a human being in Africa, but a black man in America. African in England.
There's one thing that no country can ever claim in this world, except Ghana. We are right plumb in the center of the world. Ghana is the only country that is on longitude 0, closest to latitude 0. No other country can claim that. So even as a logistics hub, we are uniquely positioned. We are equidistant from everywhere else, but we are uniquely positioned to draw everybody into this small country of ours called Ghana. That is why it's very important that the year of return is being celebrated in Ghana today, because we claim that spot and we will lead Africa into the promised land, as we say.
Now have a look through history's binoculars.
Because of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, which brings all of us, all 55 countries in Africa, into one big market. Entering into Ghana gives you an African opportunity. That is a market just waiting to happen.
The last 400 years has been fabulous. We've been working as slaves, living ravenous. But to overdo years, they can be hazardous. Now what time figure one thanks for.
It is no coincidence that this is the year of return for you, that you have declared. But we have come to declare too that we want to close the circle, and we want to build the Atlantic Bridge. And we too are your offspring, your family, and that we too believe that we can work to build a stronger global civilization with the contribution of the people of Africa.
As we draw the curtains on this bold initiative, we should now look beyond the return and build on the dividends chalked. The time has come to engage Africans in the diaspora and all persons of African descent more positively in areas such as trade and investment cooperation and skills and knowledge development. The Ghana Tourism Authority, the implementing agency under Ghana's Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, will be in the forefront of bringing all stakeholders together in what will be a focused drive at the empowerment of black people using Ghana as the hub.
We are really proud to be partners with the official Beyond the Return.
Thank you so much, Beyond the Return. We look forward to growing a fruitful and strong partnership with you.
Greetings, welcome from Ghana, Accra. I am Stella B. I am hosting for gotKushTV's Voyage to Motherland.
This is Nat Nai, gotKushTV, Voyage to Motherland.
This is Ghana's Year of Return, a year of coming back to Africa, embracing and rediscovering your roots. Ghana projected over 1.6 million tourists to arrive at its shores in 2019. That's over 150,000 more sun-seekers than it projected in the previous year, hosting tours, parties and music festivals over Christmas to accommodate its increase in tourism. My name's Kerry and I'm here to discover why so many people are returning back to Africa to party and Ghana's influence in Afrobeats dance and music that we all know and love.
Hi, my name is Goldflow and I'm from London. Hi, my name is Carla Ray and I'm from London. Hi, I am Yamaya. I am from London. Hi, I'm Carmen. So hi, I'm Leanne. She says I'm a commercial director of here.
Yeah, okay.
Greetings and welcome to the Voyage to Motherland panel.
Voyage to Motherland is a concept birthed by Stella B and myself that night in 2014. We formulated it in 2015 and we embarked upon that mission in 2019. 2019 was also Ghana's year of return and we believed it was the opportunity for us and gotKush to roll up to Ghana and film and document our experience.
We are joined today by a beautiful array of women who also embarked upon a journey to the motherland last year on the year of return. So joining us on this panel we have Yamaya, we have Goldflow, we have Carla Marie, we have the delightful Mami and Rianne. Welcome ladies. Hi. So we're going to just hear from you. Can you just give us a quick introduction about who you are, what you do, and why you went to the motherland last year?
Hi ladies, I'm Yamaya. I'm from London. I am the host of gotKushTV's flagship show, Decipher. So if you haven't checked it out, check out Decipher on gotKushTV. I went to Ghana last year. It was my 4th African country that I visited. And you know, it's my ambition, my goal to visit every single African country before I die. Yeah. And so for me, last year it was the year of return, and it was Afro Nation. So it's like, how can I not be there? So yeah, but my story in Ghana started from there.
Hi everyone, my name's Goldflow. I'm a content creator. I actually went to Ghana last year as well for the year of return for the Afro Nation Festival, and it's also where I met Stella in that night. We had an amazing time. So as a content creator, I also make like travel vlogs, documentaries, and you can check out my video filming in Ghana. I actually visited Jamestown, so you can check it out on Goldflow on YouTube. And yeah, Ghana was an amazing experience. Hopefully I can go back sometime soon.
Hi, my name is Carla Marie and I'm the founder of Good Mood Companies. I make crystal candles, essential oils, good mood stuff basically. So check out my site, it's Good Mood Companies. I went to Ghana last year, it was a phenomenal time. I went to meet my auntie for the first time. So it was more like a kind of spiritual connecting time as well. I am Jamaican, but I'm also Ghanaian too. So we had a fantastic time. And then of course the year of return was there. So I went to some amazing events and met fantastic people. And I'm even planning to relocate to Ghana sometime soon. So yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Mami and I am the co-founder of Motherland, which is a natural beauty and wellness brand. I ended up going to Ghana last year because I had to go for work, but it was a great opportunity as well to indulge in the year of return. My heritage is Ghanaian, so going to Ghana is inevitable for me. But I also have the opportunity to travel with my colleague, Rianne.
Hi, I'm Rianne from London. I'm the commercial director at Motherland, and it was important for me to go last year to Ghana to actually see where the produce from our business comes from. So although it was a year of the return, which was an amazing experience to be there for that reason, I was also there to actually experience
making our products from scratch, so we make shea butter. So I actually went to the northern region of Ghana, which I'm told that not a lot of Ghanaians go to, so I'm actually done more than most Ghanaians. So that was a great experience, just to go up to the north and be with the people who are so humble and have a different perspective on life. So, but yes, the year of return was then as well, so it's important for me to go there because I needed to connect with the Motherland.
Beautiful, amazing. Just got a few questions more to ask you about your experiences when you went last year. Are you planning to return?
100%. 100%. That's without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, especially because they're still they're doing the Beyond Return initiative now, and they are really encouraging diaspora to come back to Ghana and to invest. And just like my sister over here, I want to live in Africa. I'm not sure which country yet, so I want to travel to as many as I can. When I first went to Africa, I visited Gambia. It was Gambia until I went to Ghana. But now I've also been to Nigeria, so I'm just like, oh my gosh, choices. So I'm going to keep traveling, but you know, Ghana was up there in terms of like standard of living, lifestyle, and all that kind of thing. So I'm definitely going to go back another time of the year as well, December, which is when I went last year, just to see what the vibes are like outside of, you know, the year return, Christmas vibes and stuff like that.
Outside the hype.
Outside the hype. But you know, I did like the hype, so I enjoyed it. I hardly slept. So yeah, something positive.
Yeah, I'm with you, Maya, on that. I mean, it was amazing. I definitely have plans to travel back. Obviously, COVID is getting in the way of those plans, but yeah, it's definitely on my hit list to travel back. It was just an inspirational country to be in, so yeah, how could you not want to go back?
And yeah, so as I said before, I'm planning on relocating to Ghana, but yeah, no, I was lucky enough to kind of go outside of the hype, so to speak, as well. So I was in different villages, towns and stuff as well. I just feel like it's definitely somewhere I need to be, so yes, I will be returning. I was meant to go in July, but lockdown shut it down for me, so yeah, I'm going to.
Absolutely, Ghana's home to me, so definitely going back.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at buying some land there and setting up a base there and having it as a place to come and go from. So yeah, I think it's important for me to be on that continent.
So I feel the general consensus is a big thumbs up from our panel. My question is, what exceeded your expectation, or what about your experience exceeded your expectation whilst you were there? So there was obviously a reason for you to go, right? Afro Nation, year of return, business, etc. But in your trip this time, what exceeded your expectation?
Everyone at Amazing knows I'm bougie. So I've been to Gambia, and you know, it's very simple out there. When I went to Ghana, all the things that I enjoy in the UK, eating at nice restaurants, going to nice bars, shops, that's that kind of bouginess. I wasn't expecting it. I just didn't realise it would be like home in that sense, where it's just, you know, the standards of the food, the restaurant experiences, the bars, and just the general hospitality sector was very, very, very good. And we was having this conversation the other day with my sister who I went with. She was like, oh my gosh, my phone died. I could go to Apple and try and get it fixed. And you know, the misconception that people have of Africa about how developed it can be, and obviously some areas are more developed than others, just what you can access out there. Ghana really was just able to deliver on so many levels. So that exceeded my expectations. Based on other countries that I've been to visiting in Africa, yeah.
I think for me it was the aura and the energy. Obviously I've grown up Black British, but I loved being in Ghana because it's just your people. Like you're surrounded by your people, and even the level of hospitality. Myself and my sister actually, we got invited to church out there, and we got invited to a church out there. And you know, the food that they had, like the way they greeted us. So for me, it was just the aura and the energy out there. It was just feeling one, and yeah, it was just feeling one out there.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with you as well with hospitality. I really love the people there. And on day one, I met these two great guys, Michael and Jeremiah, and I was staying at a really lovely hotel. And they literally took me around like most of Accra. And then I met so much really nice people, and just the look, the vibe and everything, it reminds me of Jamaica. And so I kind of felt very much at home as well, and like it was just a really nice connection. Everyone's so talkative, and what else was good as well, when you sit in the throat row in the back, and you don't say anything so no one knows I'm from England, they kind of thought I was Ghanaian. So I had a little bit of gossip going on, so I quite like that vibe of like the realness of the situation.
I think for me, last year was definitely seeing the development, so I go to Ghana often, but I definitely saw a difference when I went last year, like the roads were more developed, more clear, so it was nice and easy to get around. And I also had some tourism experiences because I went with Rianne, so I had to take her around, and I went to places that even I hadn't been to before, so it was nice kind of seeing the country from a different perspective, from a tourism point of view.
For me, like Carla says, my parents are from St. Lucia, Dominica, so, and when I landed in Ghana, I was like, this is literally like being in those countries. I felt really connected to the land, so I felt like, yeah, actually I could live here. And I literally said to Mommy, I need to go and look for somewhere to live here, so that was like one of my first things. But what really surprised me is going up to the north and seeing a different way of life. I think when they depict Africa on the TV, they make it look so like impoverished, people are just suffering, and it wasn't like that. People didn't have much, but they were happy and they were humble with it, and that was really empowering to see, and it gave me a different perspective on life in general, because everyone knew everyone, and I just think in this country, you're lucky if you know your neighbour, so it was such a beautiful experience to see how people live in harmony together, and I think that's how we're supposed to live, and so it just made me feel like it's important to try and, it made me feel like it's important to try and have that experience at all times.
I love that. That's really important to recognise the hospitality and the misconceptions that a lot of people have about.
Welcome to Ghana. Go beyond the return to a home of a rich cultural heritage where nature is incredible. Adventure is everywhere and the people are warm. Go beyond to a home far from home. Visit Ghana.
Wow, that was amazing, and I really wish I was in Ghana right now.
Don't worry, Stella. 2021 will see us in Ghana with Voyage to Motherland, with gotKushTV, with Blacktricity.
And now we're going to hear from the deliciously sultry vocals of VVN.
Together, young forever, entwined in my soul. Do you wanna know young forever, entwined in my soul. Summer breeze, watch my fingers freeze, reaching for your sun rays as my lock tweaks with your keys. Let's leave Venus smash into Mars, rolling free like Tracy Chapman's cars. Our vines are growing deeper to the roots of Mother Earth. Our entities grow deeper as our love slowly gives birth. The solar system blows up atoms as the galaxy lays below. We sit and watch as everything emits a little bit of glow. So, do you wanna go somewhere where reality is slow? Do you wanna know how time can let us grow old together, young forever, entwined in my soul? Do you wanna know? Do you wanna grow old together, young forever, entwined in my soul? Summer breeze, my heart won't leave. This melody is.
Up next, we're due to receive a powerful performance from the serious artist that goes by the name of King Wisdom.
Yeah? It's King Wisdom. TFK, the Forgotten Kings. This one's a message to the ancestors. Big up gotKushTV, Blacktricity. Yeah? Big up all the ones that participated in the year return. But it's not just about that, it's beyond that. So it's beyond the year return, yeah? They forgot, but we're back. Listen. Yes, I said dark deeds plant seeds that one eventually reaps. Karma's real upon you, it eventually creeps. Said he was down to ride the bird, but he eventually speaks. Disowned by your partner, now revenge what he seeks. Where I'm from, it's either trap, get a job or it's deets. The matrix, society's been engineered by elites. They see me smile, on the surface, the stress is beneath. I deal with knowledge, cause it's power, you still deal with belief. So R.I.P. Sandra Bland and Trey Martin, never forget our king had 1 million marching. Malcolm was just too real, they had to clout him. Garvey, I see you in the wind when it's storming. And shout out Huey P, you're a disgrace if you say who is he. Real Black Panthers, no movie screens. Real black heroes and sheroes. It's like they try keep the black woman down. Look how she rose. Look, they try align us. Racists terrorize us. Look, they killed Mark and the brothers had to rise up. The rich been ruling and shit. Now the lies up, so it's either be a slave to money or wise up. My history's the best. Still zoning, building up a spliff to Henry Clark and Dr. Cressett helped me free my mind, it was a mess. Now I'm here to spread the knowledge in light, and the rest is kinda feeling like a test, a pop quiz, a little test, trying to pass, nothing less. Had an epiphany, seeing life differently, feeling like a different me. Never gonna stop, I'm a G, understand, so I move like a G with a G circle.
Yes, we give thanks for those powerful and wise words from King Wisdom there. fantastic performance.
Serious.
This is Robin Walker. I'm the Black History Man. This is Kush Community, and class is in session. The presentation is called Where Should We Direct Research into Prehistoric Britain? We are interested in the role black people played in this prehistory. The first Britons were black.
We're getting ready now for our keynote speaker and our Kwanzaa breakdown, coming to you from the spiritual leader of the Al-Cuban revivalist movement, brother leader Mbandaka, and the keynote speaker today will be all about the Kwanzaa principles and Pan-Africanism and the importance of connecting with the African diaspora.
Tenai Mwari, Mwaru Mokorokoro, Mwaru Mokorokoro, Mwaru Mokorokoro, Kudzai Muzimokoro, Kudzai Muzimokoro, Kudzai Muzimokoro, Tenai Mwari, Regai Mazui and Notaura, Nepungwa, Zemumuyo Mango, Zinzikwene Mwari. May the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, O Jah of our creation. Tenai Mwari, Mwari Kumbore Rai Africa, Ngai Smuzire Zitarayo, Nzwai Mitero Yedu, Isumriayo, Itumriako, Uyamweya, Komborere, Uyamweya, Musvene, Isumriayo, Itumriako, Tenai Mwari, Mwari Jah, God bless Africa. Lift up the name of Africa on high. Hear our humble prayers, O Mwari, O Jah. We, the family of Africa, we, this family of Africa, come, Great Spirit, come and bless us. Come, Great Spirit, come and be with us. We, the family of Africa, we, this family of Africa. Tendai Mwari, yeah. Royal elders, queens and kings, princesses and princes of great Mama Africa, I bring greetings in the most precious, powerful and bountiful name of our motherland, Al-Kebulan, Mama Africa, in the sacred spirits of our most gracious ancestors, and in a prayer for oneness, hope, and prosperity for all African people upon the face of Mother Earth. Rumbidzo Kunamwari Africa, to the God of Africa be the glory. Giving thanks and praises unto Mwari Nyakusika, God the creator of the universe, through Mudzimu Mukuru, our great ancestors, for life, for the meaning and purpose of life, for health and strength and daily food, for the rising of Amen-Ra, the sun, upon this day, this blessed day of Imani. We give thanks and praises for the principles of Ma'at, truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, reciprocity, and order, and for the principles of Jehuti, wisdom, knowledge, and overstanding, keen insight, exceptional perception, and authoritative utterance of the power of the word. Giving thanks and praises unto Mwari Nyakusika, God the creator of the universe, the African God who reigns supreme for all mercies, great and small. And amongst those mercies, for this great occasion that has brought us here, gathered strong, this Blacktricity event, the current of Blacktricity, which connects the African world, the African diaspora, bringing energy to the entire African world. We give thanks for this event and for the invitation of gotKush in conjunction with, approved by the Ghanaian government and in conjunction with the Ghana Beyond Return event, that very successful event of 2019, where millions of African people converged on the land, the motherland, through Ghana to celebrate our people's return. Before I go any further, beloved brothers and sisters, let me offer condolence as I bring greetings on behalf of the Al-Kebalan Revivalist movement, of which I am blessed to be its spiritual leader. I wish to offer condolence to the family and close friends of the son of the prophet, the son of the most eminent prophet and king, His Excellency Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Marcus Garvey III, who only a few days ago exited our earthly company to ascend to the realm of the ancestors. To his wife, his beloved queen, we send our blessings, we send our love, and we send our healing meditation also to his brother Julius and to the rest of the entire family. We are richly blessed, and I am richly blessed, to bring a message to you in context with Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa 6260. We don't say 2020, beloved brothers and sisters, because we know the power of defining time and space and circumstances. And we understand that our ancestors, our great ancestors of the Nile Valley, updated and upgraded the solar calendar 6,260 years ago. Therefore, this year, in terms of the measurement of time according to the solar calendar of our ancient ancestors, is the year 6260. In the very short time that I have with you, beloved brothers and sisters, I would like to share with you the concept of Kwanzaa, the celebration of Kwanzaa, and what it means to us all as Africans around the world. Let me emphasize that Kwanzaa is a Pan-African celebration and observance. And I will, in due course, brothers and sisters, break down what we mean by Pan-African. But suffice to say that Kwanzaa is a Pan-African holiday, a holiday and festive celebration of the African family, community, and culture. We're celebrating the African family, community, and culture. The word Kwanzaa comes from a Kiswahili word, one of the most popular and widespread language on the African continent. And it means first. Kwanzaa means first. And this event called Kwanzaa, brothers, or this word, Kwanzaa, which means first, comes from the expression matunda ya Kwanzaa. Matunda ya Kwanzaa, first fruits of the harvest. Now let me say, beloved brothers and sisters, we give thanks for the organization that brought Kwanzaa to Africans in America, and which duly spread throughout the African diaspora and even onto the continent of Africa, linking the continent of Africa with its children around the diaspora. The first Kwanzaa was celebrated in 1966 by an organization in the United States of America called US, under the leadership and inspiration of Baba Maulana Karenga. they were concerned, and we must appreciate the context of the time. This was in the middle of the decade of worldwide revolution for African people rising up in the United States of America and around the world to throw off the yoke of oppression. The history of oppression, of exploitation, of degradation, of racial repression. In that context, the US organization interrogating the conditions of African people and what it is that we need to do to liberate ourselves, came to the understanding, came to the realization that, in their words, the key crisis in black life was the culture crisis. It was a crisis of identity, a crisis of views and values, a crisis of understanding our own African worldview and where we fit into that world, a crisis of understanding the realities that confronted us as a people and what it is that we needed to do, what it is that should be our priorities in empowering and liberating ourselves. They therefore took it upon themselves, a delegation from that organization, that blessed and visionary organization, traveled to the motherland, to the African continent, to the source, to study the culture, the traditions of our people, but in particular, the celebratory traditions. And it is through that exploration and that investigation that they derived elements from the different traditions. I didn't say tribes, brothers and sisters, I said traditions of the African continent, indigenous traditions, which was distilled into the celebration of Kwanzaa. The date that was chosen for the observance of Kwanzaa was thus the 26th of December to the 1st of January, making Kwanzaa a 7-day festive observance and celebration. Kwanzaa was based upon what was called the Nguzo Saba, what is called the Nguzo Saba. Nguzo Saba means 7 principles. Within the Al-Kebalan revivalist movement, we say the 7 life principles, to emphasize that these are principles that we ought to live every single day of our lives, not just regurgitate at the end of the year during the 7-day celebration of Kwanzaa, but to live those principles. And these principles are as follows: Umoja, unity, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Kujichagulia, self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves, instead of being defined and named, created for, and spoken for by others. Ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. Ujama, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own shops, stores, businesses, and industries, and profit from them together. Nia, purpose, to make our collective vocation the building of our community in order to restore our people to our traditional greatness. Kuumba, creativity, to always do as much as we can in the best way we can in order to restore, to make our community more beautiful and more beneficial than we inherited it. Imani, faith, to believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders. May I add with emphasis, our Creator, our ancestors, and the righteousness and victory of our fight. Those are the powerful principles that undergird the celebration of Kwanzaa between the 26th of December and the 1st of January. Now, I stated, brothers and sisters, that these are life principles. These are not just principles for us to swat at the end of the year and memorize and recite vainly and idly, brothers and sisters. But they are principles that we must practice in our daily lives, so that by practicing those principles individually and collectively, within our families, our communities, our organizations, our institutions, it guarantees us at the end of the year that we as a people, individually and collectively, would be able to qualify and quantify our productive and creative achievements. And that is what we celebrate at the end of the year. It is not an occasion for just vain and empty ritualizing or vain and empty reveling. It is a deep and meaningful expression of our African dignity and our African purpose, our African consciousness. Tendai Mwari. So the Nguzo Saba, the 7 life principles, is what inspires us during Kwanzaa. There are 7 symbols of Kwanzaa. And the practices of Kwanzaa revolve around the symbols as well as the Nguzo Saba. These 7 symbols, and let me emphasize that during Kwanzaa, we are required to mount a shrine in our homes and in our community spaces for our collective gatherings, whether the gathering of the family in the home or the gathering of the communal family in our communal spaces. And we have 7 principles that we, or 7 principles that we mount symbolically, we have 7 symbols that we mount on the shrine. First and foremost, the mkeka, the straw mat, which represents our foundation as a people, our source as a people. It also, therefore, represents the earth as our foundation. The mkeka, the straw mat, all of the symbols of the shrine are mounted on the mkeka, which is usually placed on a table, preferably a round table, representing the cycle of life, but any shape will do, beloved brothers and sisters. Then we have the kinara, which is the candle holder. The candle holder, again, which is founded on the mkeka, erected on the mkeka, represents African parenthood, African ancestry, So we have the foundation, our divine source, our earthly source, represented in the Mkeka, which provides the foundation. And then we have the Kinara, which stands on the Mkeka, that represents parental and ancestral sources. We place in the Kinara the candle holder, which holds 7 candles. We place 7 candles, the Mshuma Saba. Each of the Mshuma Saba represents one of the principles of Kwanzaa, one of the principles of the Unguzo Saba, starting with Umoja. These candles are in the colors of red, black, and green, and I'll say a bit more about the significance of the colors. But in the middle is the black candle. I should say black, red, and green. In the middle is the black candle. On the right of the shrine are the red candles, and on the left are as the shrine faces us, beloved, are the green candles. And each day we light one of these candles. The 7 candles represents the Unguzo Saba, the 7 life principles. Each day we light one of the candles to illuminate the principle of the day. This is very profound, beloved brothers and sisters, because it connects us now with the next symbol, next important symbol, which is the Mohindi, the ears of corn, which represents our children. This is of profound importance because Maulana Karenga and the US organization emphasizes that the Kwanzaa celebration must revolve around the children. They must be the center of our focus. And this is symbolic in the lighting of the candle, because it is the children who light the candle with the guidance of the elders. In fact, the elders strike the match, pass it to the children. What this represents is the elders passing on the knowledge of and the wisdom of the Unguzo Saba to the children, who must then light the candle, which symbolically is a pledge that they will illuminate or make that principle illuminous in their lives. They are taking a pledge that they will shine the light of the Unguzo Saba in their lives. They will ensure that the light of Umoja unity, Kujichagulia, self-determination, Ujima, collective work and responsibility, Ujama, cooperative economics, Nia, purpose, Kuumba, creativity, and Imani, faith, will be a light that will shine through them in all of their work, in all of their deeds. That creatively, artistically, academically, they will illuminate the light of the Unguzo Saba. There are 2 supplementary principles. Sorry, before I come to the supplementary principles. Then we have the Mazao, still with the 7 main principles. The Mazao, the basket of fruits, represents the harvest, because I should emphasize, beloved brothers and sisters, the harvest celebration. The celebration of Kwanzaa replicates harvest celebrations across the African continent. The celebration of the first yam festivals. There are many names across the length and breadth of the African continent for these first fruit celebrations. And beloved brothers and sisters, the basket of fruits represents our accomplishments, our harvesting, the harvesting of our accomplishments through the diligence of our work, our commitment, our unity throughout the year. So it's symbolic of all our creative and productive achievements and accomplishments, which are guaranteed, which are inevitable through the diligence of our work. The Kikombe cha Umoja, which is the Unity Cup, that symbolizes our unity, as the term suggests. We have a communion after we have poured libation, which is part of the sequence of rituals in the celebration of Kwanzaa. We come together, we open the event, we pour libation to Muzimu Mukuru, our great ancestors without whom we would not be here today. And then we move into our Mushuma Saba lighting. At the end of our sequence of rituals, we drink from the Kikombe cha Umoja, starting with the eldest person in the room. We have communion with each other and with Muzimu Mukulu, our great ancestors, with the deities of Mama Africa and with the creator of the universe. It represents the binding spirit that empowers.
Live from Ghana,
a legend of hip life, Reggie Rockstone.
I'm DJ Rab the International Bakari, and we got Reggie Rockstone on here, also known as Reginald Yao Asante Osei, and we're going to give you some history on the development of hip life. So I can just start off real quick. We coined the term hip from hip hop, and life from high life, just to represent the music scene, which is called the popular music of Ghana, and the emerging popular music of the world. Actually, I don't even want to say the United States. Yeah, hip hop. And how do you explain the development of that?
Oh man, so we came home in 93, 94. After I stay in the West with Bruni, he was over at on the other side. We were both doing good stuff, My man, my mellow, he was on this hip hop, proper, you name it, from all the elements, from graffiti.
All intents and purposes, because of the generation we were born in.
Yes,
we were B-boys. We were connoisseurs of the genre the
breakdancer, officially.
Yeah, the genre that they dubbed as hip hop.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we know funk, we know soul, we know jazz, we know all that good music. We knew high life too.
Yep.
But our thing that we claimed as our own as teenagers in the late 70s and 80s and the early 80s was hip hop. But when we came back to Ghana, that term high life became a broad sense of just general Ghanaian music.
Yeah.
Because high life really started in the 40s with the big bands and all that.
And if you know the history of how the very words high life came about, you know what I mean? You Google that, check that out. Yeah. So we come home now. Originally, I came home for Pan-Afrikan. My brother was already in the cut, I mean, he on this. So, we clicked up and started to build.
Give us some history on the development of hip life. We looked at it two ways. Cultural nuances and languages and rhythms, and between that too. So we can either do the hip hop rhythms or cultural idioms and languages and nuances.
Usually via lingo.
Yeah, or we can do the reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we take the beat is more Ghanaian and the language is a hip hop.
Yeah.
Related audience.
Black.
Coming up and and bragging and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Triglish.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever we say it is what it is. You can't argue with us.
How did the UK black music scene influence your style, Reggie Rockstone?
Oh man, amazing.
Probably the Jamaicans, right? The Jamaicans that located there.
We got the Jamaicans, Yardman them. A lot of my friends Jamaican. But if you think about it for what it really is, my whole musical career was really jump-started by an English dude. Before we came home, doing this hip life thing, DJ Pogo.
Yeah, so it was hip hop.
It was hip hop.
Yeah.
That's it. But yes, I was definitely very, very much aware of the Jamaican influences.
But what do they mean by the UK black music scene? Black people always been in the UK.
Yeah, but
so
they talking about hip hop.
Really? So black people wasn't doing nothing before?
Yeah, they had stuff over there. They had ska.
The early 80s?
Ska, reggae, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hip hop definitely got a strong. Look at my folks, the London Posse, Cup Master Swift.
Also, you're naming
MC Mello.
So you're naming names that
Simone, Moni Love.
Can you say they influenced you, or they were just your peers?
No, peers.
Yeah, peers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like not influence.
But when you say no, but on that note, the Jamaican culture thing, you know, they got their own vibe.
Yeah.
You know, because I was much aware. I mean, when I'm in New York, I know, you know, remember Rat Parrot and all, you know, dance hall.
Yeah.
You know, what they used to call raga. Okay. In the UK, I experienced a whole vibe.
Yeah.
Then you went to Soul, Jazzy B and them.
Yeah.
You feel me? They had like a whole
collectives and stuff.
Fantastic. And man, I wish I was in Ghana right now.
Well, 2021, we do really, really pray to the Most High that we get another opportunity where we can actually physically introduce Reggie Rockstone to a gotKushTV Blacktricity special.
And now, let's bring some more energy to the stage.
With lyricist Tods.
Yeah, I go yo. Yeah, let's gotKushTV, Blacktricity. Yo. Mad. Yo. Let's go. Yo. Goals I for reach, money I for make. I'ma live my life, men I care all vex. I would never run from karma, cause I'm good with skills, and a man ain't a man unless he pays his debt. Bad from sperm, official from the nipple. I've been trying to win from I was little, from I chose my route. It's been L's on loop, car nothing worth having comes easy, and that's the truth. Poverty taught me how to hustle. Trap house living, dog, I thought my come up off of cells. Streets taught me trust nobody, everybody's only out here for themselves. Mommy told me watch my friends and love my brothers, and don't you ever fall out over girls. Bosses take losses in pursuit of their dreams. Dog, I feel my W out of L's. I got a fire in my chest, I need a dragon on my flag like I'm coming out of Wales. But Green 22nd is my home, and I wouldn't switch for anything else.
God, tell him.
Right side's wild like a rack is. Ryan is snakes, one push knife where your back is. Collecting yards with rats and maggots. Trying to get rid of these wraps and packets. For every penny that I got I had to bleed, cry, sweat. If my name's on the bill, bro, show some respect. Anytime I rhyme, I shell, get to know it. Shell, don't try anything heroic, yo. Yeah. gotKushTV, Blacktricity. Let's go. Yeah. I'm easy from I got a book and gotKushTV. Yo. Yeah. Yo. I'm easy from I got a book of gotKush. Don't watch TV, it won't turn my mind into mush. I'm from where they keep bad.
Up on the stage, big up Tods for that firesome performance.
Firesome, I like that. I like that still.
What, am I not now the lyricist?
Yes.
Now the lyrical alchemist? Like, was everyone forgotten? What, I'm just a host now? Is that what it is? What, I can't create words? Swear that off. What's going on?
No, we like that one. We're just saying, it's good. Firesome.
Wordsmith, the #1 platform in the UK where black music meets bars, meets message. Don't watch the industry, we are the mainstream. Wordsmith, exclusively on gotKushTV.
Oh my gosh, you need to get ready for this one.
You need to get ready.
Oh my gosh, coming up now, it's 2Badda.
Yo, yo, it's your boy 2Badda, gotKushTV, Blacktricity. Yo, DJ, when you're ready, run that first one. Give me a little volume on that. This one's entitled The Awakening.
Boris Johnson has warned that the fight against racism could be undermined by a minority resorting to violence.
Hey, yo, rest in peace, George Floyd. And every single one of my brothers and sisters that's been taken by this racist system. I know my ancestors looking down on us right now, giving me strength. Yo, this is the last generation that you're gonna fuck with. You see, the trouble is, we was out here searching for justices way before social media was showing clutching fists. They snuffed the king live on TV, then kept on pumping it. Then they wondering why the youngers wanna bun the ting. Like you were born with a burden to have this color skin. Took a live murder before they understood the suffering. My granny used to say, you gotta work twice as hard as the white man if you wanna earn the same as him. Well, nah, granny, I'm done. I want my fair share. All that working hard, they still murder Jews live on air. Yeah, another black mother's gotta cry a tear. Man had his hands in his pockets like I don't care. Well, no more are we taking it. Rest in peace, Georgia started the mass awakening. It's gone around the world, it's like history in the making. So the system's got to come down, it was built on racism. Rosa was standing, Martin was walking, Malcolm was fighting, they don't want us talking. It opens up wounds they know is appalling. It's time to look in the mirror and deal with your bullshit. You didn't do it, but your great-great-granddaddy did. And now your white privilege is affecting my kids. Cause if your son becomes a Fed and my son becomes a dread and your son arrests my son might not live. Fuck that. I prefer to die so he can live. So he can tell his kids granddad weren't having it. 2020 in the concrete forest, granddad had bun down Boris just to make sure that we could live. You've seen the people coming together now, you've seen the thing. My white brother standing with me now, we needed this. When they said the revolution would be televised, I bet they never imagined it on my phone in HD and shit. You can take down walls and statues. We prefer if you change laws and statutes. You try to make it about a race war, that's not true. We just want the feds to stop killing our black youths. We just want respect for the things that blacks do. If it's a democracy, do what Democrats do. We the only race, had our history erased and had it rubbed in our face. You've come far like that'll do. For the record, all lives matter is offensive. If you don't get it, ask the whites that's protesting. Cause all my white friends and all my friends list don't need no explanation. They just with me in the trenches again. All lives matter is offensive. If you don't get it, ask the whites that's protesting. Cause all my white friends and all my friends list don't need no explanation. They just with me in the trenches. gotKushTV, Blacktricity, 2Badda. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Yeah. DJ, bring that down. All right. Just gonna get straight into the next one, innit? All right. This one's entitled Echoloptic, off my up-and-coming EP. Shout out Bill on the beat for this one. All my soldiers in this spiritual war that we're fighting. Look, I lift off of these cliff tops and spit boulders. They spit pebbles, little rocks off chipped shoulders. I'm the goat of this thing, family, I done told ya. I can find wine getting better as I get older. That don't make any my left shoulder, a lot's on it. Blue told me watch, I could nothing's gonna hop on it. I told him look, I got this, but he was right again. They all hopped on it. I'll be like, Echoloptic, they don't get it. You haven't broke that thing down since you first said it. Echelon is the highest level, and I locked it like a stairway to heaven. Put those together then, Echoloptic is the practice of higher level spitting. Divine given, it's mind written, there's no pen. Did they get it? Like, did that soak in? Cause I've been stoking this fire since there was no bends. Look, Don is lyrical yet it's spiritual. The wordplay becomes almost minuscule when I get in tune. Mad contact with ancestors like we in a Zoom. It's powerful like you're feeling like they was in this room. It's that racial sonic boom, yeah, I'm on it blue. God couldn't muster this moon kick, it's a lunatic. It's a clean fact if you're deemed black, you're treated whack. Tell Fat Joe that I'm not gonna lean back. I'll be like, mind how you talk to me. The path that I've been on lately, racial equality is really starting to bother me. See the powers that's called controlling me. If you ain't joining me, there's gonna be a whole lot of embroidery because I'm sewing up Donnies. Well, you think it's an accident that right now is when it's blowing up Donnies. The consciousness of the whole planet's been shifting, and we've been telling them since we were growing up, Donnies, like, Badda, there's no brother. The old Badda merged into whoa, brother, can't control Badda. Lonely down that road where you's about to go, brother. There ain't many brothers spitting what you know, Badda. Well, the burden is big, and God don't give you nothing that you can't handle. Is what I learned as a kid. I'm stoking up this fire. I'm loading up these lyrical weapons, getting ready.
You can say man, burn up the mic, you know, man, lock off the mic. Yo, man, torch up the mic. Bro, that was fire, bro.
Yo, just buy Duracell, innit? Strictly Duracell with.
All right. Check. Yo, give me a little bit of a volume on this mic, just a little bit.
Bill, this is important.
Yo, this one's entitled Echoloctic. Can you hear me clear over there? 2Badda, of the up-and-coming EP, same titled name. Look, I lift off of these cliff tops and spit boulders. They spit pebbles, little rocks off chip shoulders. I'm the goat of this thing, family, I done told you. Like a fine wine getting...
2Badda, a master lyricist. Did you capture every syllable, every lyric that he was dropping there? Matter of fact, I suggest this whole event, I'll use that as a metaphor, this whole event you need to watch again so you can absorb what you've been gifted today. So, you know what to do. Subscribe.
gotKushTV.com is now opening for you to advertise, calling all businesses, promoters, event organizers, artists, service providers, content creators, and brands of every kind. If you are looking to share your business or services with a growing and diverse audience, gotKushTV is the space for you. Advertising space is available all over the website. You can advertise here, 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 and you can even advertise here. All spaces are going at very reasonable rates, and we even have a design and production service, especially for those who will need an advert designed or produced for you. For inquiries, don't hesitate to contact us. info@gotKushTV.co.uk. Advertising on gotKushTV.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
We are really proud to be partners with the official Beyond the Return. Thank you. I've been your host, Stella B, and this has been
Nat Nai,
the lyrical alchemist. I'll say it if he won't say it.
It's been an absolute pleasure. We have fully enjoyed ourselves.
I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
Thank you for tuning in. Please share, please subscribe, please share to everybody, your family, your friends, to your strangers, and let's get the message out there. We're not playing about. 2021, we're reclaiming. Give thanks.
Give thanks.